Media Group.
Welcome to a Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans with my husband and my podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
A-Train in the house.
Man, you sound mellow. What's up?
I don't know. I'm just mellow. I just feel really mellow.
Is it mellow or full?
They call me Mellow Yellow. I think it's full.
Yeah.
So Kelly sent me a little peek behind the kimono, pull back the kimono, revealing all. Kelly texted me an offer tonight. She texted me a marketing promotion. The marketing promotion is
a successful one.
20 wings for $20, $0 delivery fee, today only. Ding dong. The only thing better than chilling at the crib, adding 20 classic or boneless wings into the mix.
That's a great deal. Wings were so expensive for a while. I remember Connie Raspberry highly perturbed at the cost of wings, especially around football season. But yeah, I was going to be gone so much today, tonight, the rest of this week, probably for the next few months. My schedule is so crazy right now. So I was like, Alan needs to feed himself tonight. So I saw that ad, successful marketing. That's a good deal.
I had planned on eating here, but yeah, I stuffed my face with, did 3 different flavors. I did.
Wow.
Yeah, I did the honey, is it the honey heat or something?
That sounds good. I don't know.
Honey dry rub, a Cajun dry rub. I like the dry rubs.
Yeah.
And there was a new flavor, a test flavor, like a Mexican street corn flavor.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was okay. A little
Didn't
too
love
much.
it.
Nah, it's kind of limey.
Yeah, they put lime.
Yeah, there was a lot of lime kind of flavor.
Not your favorite. Well,
It's
they're
kinda
just
tart.
testing it.
It was kind of tart.
Well, they're going to add it unless you give them your feedback.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Alan did that because I had to go see my mother. She was in the hospital. She is still in the hospital as of this recording, but had to have some surgery. She did great, according to the surgeon. Everybody said she's doing great. A little discomfort this evening, but I ran home and got her favorite pillow and went back up there, and they gave her some medicine that made her super, super sleepy. And, you know, she sounded, thick-tongued and slurry, and she was trying hard to stay awake because I was there. So I came home. I feel so guilty leaving her up there, but she's just going to be sleeping.
Well, she's just sleeping, and,
Yeah.
and we're literally
10 minutes
if
max.
you needed to be there, you could in 10
minutes max,
Yes.
because we're 2 miles, but by the time I get out the door, get there, park, 10 minutes max if something happens. But she'll be going home tomorrow, and I'll be there when she goes home. And then today, we got so much going on. I've been planning this graduation party for my daughter Emma Kelly, for our daughter Emma Kelly. And everything is so stinking expensive. And we've got so many people coming. It's a drop-in and over 100 people are coming. And I've been stressing about how I'm going to feed everybody. And now everything's just falling into place so beautifully. Balloons are very expensive, but Emma Kelly's stepmom and her friend know how to do balloon arches. So they came over today, and while my mother was in surgery, we were putting together balloon arches. And then my best friend since 5th grade, Tomi Jean, calls me from South Carolina and says, guess what? I'm hopping on a plane tomorrow, and I'm coming to help you with this party. So everything's falling into place. That tightness in my throat and the anxiety I was feeling is slowly slipping away. Just got to get through this party.
Good.
But it looks like balloons threw up in this house, doesn't it?
Got a lot of balloons in here.
Hey, that's what makes it a party.
Were these manually inflated balloons? Or
There
how
is
did
a
that
machine.
work?
There's a
Oh, a little
machine
machine,
that
yeah.
you just put the balloon. It blows up 2 at a time.
Oh, okay.
And then we had to tie them off and bunch them up. It really, I wasn't great at it. It's my first time ever doing it. So I was really following a lot of their lead, but I'm really impressed how it turned out.
Mm-hmm. Looks
And,
very nice.
Yeah, we just have
Very
to pay for the
impressive.
cost of the balloons. And I told them, I said, oh, hey, after all this is over, I'll take you out for a cocktail.
Mm.
And margaritas were the drink of choice.
More
we're
money.
doing that. Oh, Alan. I got to pay them back for their time. That was very sweet and wonderful. I
Yeah.
can buy them a margarita. It's the least I could do.
Yeah, how much does a balloon arch run you?
Well,
run
it
you
would have
nowadays?
been, if I got the whole kit and caboodle, with the it could go over $1,000.
Holy moly.
If you do the big balloon arches and stuff. So we got off real easy with
Wow.
that. So I'm trying to cut corners where I can. Alan's over here wielding the fist, the iron fist.
Yeah.
Don't spend any more money.
Well, I mean, someone's got to watch it. If I don't, nobody does. So, I mean, somebody has to.
Well, thank you for watching it.
Somebody has to watch it.
Thank you for watching it.
Right. Because if no one watches it, then we're in a red situation.
Well, are we in a red yet?
We're getting there.
All right.
We're getting close.
Boy, I better go out and earn some more money.
Yeah, same.
All right. Well, before we move on to other things, last week we teased that Alan was going to tell a really cute story, a really great story about our son Dylan and golfing, and we didn't realize we forgot to tell it until we signed off and said sayonara and all that stuff. So, Alan, before we go another further, I want you to tell that story.
It was one of the things we teased at the beginning of the podcast, and then we did the podcast, and we signed off, and then I'm like, I didn't tell the story.
I know.
Freaking Dylan.
We're going to make it up right now.
Okay, well, it's kind of old news now, and I posted it on my Instagram at the Alonzo 1971. But we played a charity scramble, and I think I might have mentioned that. Me and Dylan and a buddy of mine and one of Dylan's soccer teammates. So his teammate and his dad, we played a 4-man scramble. If you're not familiar with the scramble format or that terminology, basically what you do is you play as a team, everybody hits a shot, and then you take the best shot, and then everybody plays from that spot. So it's very laid back. It's very chill. If you don't play a lot of golf, it's fun because you get to contribute a little bit, and you're not under the pressure of having to hit like every shot all day long, right?
Right.
So we played a scramble. So I think it was about the third hole. It's a short hole. It's a par 3. It's about 125 yards or something like that. It was the closest to the pin hole. So at scrambles, they usually give away prizes on certain holes. There's a long drive hole. There's the closest to the pin hole. And this was the closest to the pin hole. So it was also sponsored by, I think, Toyota of Richardson. And they had a witness sitting there by the green because if you made a hole-in-one, you win a 2025 Toyota Tundra.
Now, is it one of those situations where it's a year's lease or you just won it outright?
This was you win it outright.
Wow.
You get the car.
Wow.
Or the truck. So, none of us were really thinking about that, but we just wanted to hit a couple of good shots up there. So everybody hits their shot except, Dill is the last one to hit, and none of us are close. Well, Dylan gets up there and hits a 7-iron. And he hits a great shot. It's going right at the flag. And all of us are like looking like, no. And it's going and it's starting to come down towards the pin. We're like, get close. Get close. It hits the green. It's running up to the pin. We're like, go in. Go in. We were screaming, go in. And it goes about 6 inches past to the right of the pin and stops about 2.5, 3 feet away. He almost won that freaking truck.
Yeah. He'd have been the third one in this family to do so.
That's what I told him. I said, Kelly had won a car before. I had won a car. He would have been the third one to win a car. Well, it turns out he won the closest to the pin for the whole entire day, which is a pretty big deal because there were over 100 golfers in the tournament, and most of them were adults.
Yeah.
So he hit the ball the closest to the hole on that hole, and he won a box of golf balls, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Won a truck. But then we got to thinking, if he had actually done that, he's a minor.
I don't know if legally he could
so
have
what
accepted it.
What would the rules be
I don't
there?
know, Alan, because when I won my car, I was 13 and my dad had to be there to pick it up, right, with me. So he drove off in it because legally I couldn't drive. But I think now the rules change where you have to be 18 to win, things like that. I don't know what the rules were for a scramble golf tournament when you have minors playing. I don't know.
That would have been a bummer. What can you imagine?
It would have been a huge bummer.
Huge. When we say huge.
So it's almost better that he didn't win.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Rather than deal with all that. But
it was a lot of fun.
But everybody went nuts when they found out a 12-year-old made it closest to the pin. That was really cute.
I got a video of him at the little awards banquet after the tournament. He went and accepted his award, and they announced his name, Dylan Evans, and nobody knew who he was, but he walked up there, and then everyone could see, oh, he's a junior player, and everyone went crazy.
Yeah,
they really
very
started
cute.
hooting and hollering and applauding. So that's what I wanted to tell that story about
Better
Bill
late
last
than
week.
never.
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
It was a proud dad moment.
You are going to love Legacy Box. You know, becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They're the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family, because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich. It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And you know, a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their brilliant eye brightener and Stella champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Shenna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaisa color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich. You can't scroll your phone for more than 30 seconds without seeing somebody talking about GLP-1s. Maybe you've been close to trying them, but you're not a needle person, or maybe you're looking for a natural alternative. Well, let me introduce you to our podcast sponsor, Veracity. Their Metabolism Ignite, it's a natural plant-based GLP-1 alternative that is doctor recommended and clinically proven to help reduce hunger. Just 2 capsules with breakfast every morning. It's all you need. And one of the first things I noticed was I wasn't thinking about food all day, that food noise you always are constantly battling. Metabolism Ignite has no allergens, no caffeine, no negative side effects, and we love that. It's shown to reduce hunger by 85% and clinically proven to help lose an average of 9 pounds in 90 days. We really love that. Look, this stuff is sold out 10 times for a reason. So before it sells out again, make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use sandwich for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code SANDWICH so they know we sent you. Well, also, something, I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, where we had the photographers come out to our house.
We did talk about that.
We did, because I can't remember what I tell where, you know, because I talk so much for a living.
Yep.
But it's called Plano, The Guide to the Good Stuff. It's a free magazine they hang on the door knobs, right, of houses in the certain zip codes in Plano,
Texas. I don't
Texas.
think it's a subscription, is it?
You can go to planomagazine.com, and this is the May-June 2025 issue.
Now, this isn't the one we were on the cover, right?
Oh, we're not. No, the one we're on the cover is Plano
That was
Profile.
Plano
This
Profile.
is completely different. This is Plano Magazine.
Yeah.
And if you turn
Wow,
inside...
Plano has 2 magazines, huh?
Well, this is a different one. That one went away. Plano Profile went away.
Oh.
We were on the last cover of that. If you go
And
to
then
page...
it went away. They put us on the cover and then
we
it
were
went
on the
away?
yeah, well, they morphed into something else. They wanted to expand outside of Plano.
Their sales were so bad after that cover, they went away?
No, they wanted to expand and not just be Plano specific.
Oh, Okay.
That was the last. I think now it's Local Profile or something. We were the last official Plano Profile. But this one is Plano Magazine, and they're expanding in certain zip codes. And if you don't live in the zip code, you won't get a magazine. But you can go online to planomagazine.com. Anyway, on page 24 of said magazine, we're in it, Alan.
I saw the pictures.
It's got
They're
some
really
pictures.
nice.
We had Alyssa High, who was the journalist, and the photographer Lauren Allen came out and spent some time with us and walked around, and they wanted to just take pictures of interesting stuff in our house, and we're like, man, we don't have that much interesting stuff. I mean, we do, but not a lot. I don't know. Some of our rooms,
We don't think it's interesting because we live here.
yeah, maybe that's what it is. Some of the rooms themselves are fine, but we do have some unique things. So basically, we were pointing out a lot of our Asian art, because we have a lot of Asian pieces. And then Alan's office, which is covered in, well, it's sort of like a Japanese tattoo parlor influence, right? So anyway, so they went around and grabbed pictures, and I thought really quickly, it's not a long read. You want me to read the article for those that?
The entire article?
Well, it's not that long. It's
Oh.
really not.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It says blending families and decor.
Yes.
Kelly Raspberry and Alan Evans talk mixing families on the pod and decor styles in the mag.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. When Kid Craddock in the Morning Show
Yeah, she said it again.
co-host
Yeah.
Kelly Raspberry Evans was growing up in South Carolina, her mother's friend, a professional decorator, offered a memorable piece of advice. Now, I don't recall saying she was a professional, but we were talking a lot. But she was a really, really great decorator. I will
Okay.
say that.
Okay.
And that idea stuck. You have to have one piece of Asian art in your house, and you have to have something red.
Asian.
So I remember it was Mrs. Prosser, and she was really adamant, and her mother-in-law, Mrs. Prosser also, that you need to
Prosser?
have, Prosser was the last name. You have to have something red in every room
Okay.
and a piece of something Chinese in every house. Okay.
Does it have to be Chinese?
Asian.
Okay.
I don't know why I said Chinese. I really don't know why I said
Why
Chinese.
did you say
I don't know
Chinese?
why. I think I'm thinking of Chinese takeout. But anyway, one piece of something Asian and one something red. All right. The idea stuck. Over the years, Kelly began collecting pieces inspired by the elegance and symbolism of Asian art, whether at local consignment boutiques or chain decor stores. Now, the first of these pieces sits in her entryway still today. It's a Hooker Furniture Asian cabinet, hand-painted in a rich red color. It's the anchor for the home's aesthetic. Now, literally, that was the first piece of furniture I bought, and it was not from Asia. It wasn't, but it just looked Asian to me.
I'll bet you that thing was made in China.
Well, it was Hooker. Maybe it was made in China. I should go look.
Bet you it
So
was.
anyway, that was it. But then when she married Alan Evans in 2018, they got that wrong by a year.
It was 17.
It was 17.
Yeah.
And the pair moved into a home together. Well, we moved into the home together in 18. So that was because you lived with me at 17, but we moved in this house together in 18. So she got a little confused on that.
Okay.
Blending their families and styles, his fit right in. Together, they co-host a Sandwich and Some Lovin', a podcast originally created to discuss the blending of the two families, which turned Kelly's one-child house to a family of 6, and now to talk about relationships, family dynamics, and everyday experiences, like the ones we just shared, Alan.
I think so.
My mother being in the hospital, Dylan almost getting a hole-in-one.
Those are-
and then
those are
Kelly's graduation.
everyday
They're
experiences.
everyday experiences. They record in an office studio.
That's where I'm
we're
sitting right
sitting
now. Yes.
That blends their hobbies and interests. Well, Alan's, with Alan's love of Japanese-style tattoos and toy motorcycle collection, and their combined array of books. All right, let's go to this toy motorcycle collection.
Yeah.
Okay, that started out where Dylan and Alan were supposed to collect motorcycles together. Now, what does it mean to collect something? To me, it means when you go somewhere special, like on a family vacation together, a really cool trip, a great experience, you go and find something to remind you of that experience, and you collect those things over time. That's why people collect matchbooks and thimbles and coffee cups. But Alan instead said, we're going to collect motorcycles. So he went out and bought like 20 all at once. Am I lying?
Yeah, it wasn't 20.
How many was it,
Maybe 5 or 6.
Alan?
5 or 6 over a period of a couple of months.
That's not collecting. That's buying.
We've been through this before.
That's not collecting.
I don't have the energy to debate
It's buying.
this with
It's
you
because
right
you're
now.
too full.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. La, 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 la. The books. Even here, you can see nods to Asian art and pops of red, like their Plano profile cover, which is framed on the wall, the last of the publication of that title. Throughout the rest of the home, unique Asian-inspired finds, red details, and functionality are a recurring theme. To a careful eye, foo dogs can be found in nearly every room. That's the truth. We have a lot of foo dogs.
A lot of foo dogs.
I told Alan, you can stop buying me foo dogs, but maybe we could use a couple more.
I ain't
foo
bought you a
dogs.
foo dog in 5 years.
Maybe it's time for more foo dogs. I don't know that every room necessarily really, but nearly every room, she said. Some are antiques, others home good finds. Which one of our foo dogs came from Home Goods? The elephant. I think she got that confused with the elephant. I had one of the elephants from Home Goods. It's a careful balance of I've got to have that's to avoid being kitschy. In their living room bar, there's a hand-drawn tattoo of Kellie by Allen with a nickname, Two Drink Kellie, after a piece of advice she was given to reduce social anxiety. It all goes back to that woman saying you have to have at least one Asian thing, and for some reason that stuck in my brain, Kellie says. I just love it. I think it's beautiful. I'm almost done. In the dining room, a 19th century Chinese kitchen cabinet found at a consignment store holds extra liquor and cocktail supplies. There are 4 intricately carved top doors adorned with calligraphy, and delicate lattice sliding doors frame the bottom of the cabinet. She really paid attention. That's one of our favorite pieces, obviously.
They make it sound so nice.
That is one of our favorite pieces. And that was probably our most pricey.
That came from the consignment store.
Yeah, that was one of our most pricey ones. Red details go into the kitchen, which was renovated by the previous owner, who was a professional chef. Allen says, though the appliances are lost on them, the red Viking oven blends into the home's eclectic style. Outside is Allen's domain. The two host a huge, the two host a huge Memorial Day party every year. Not this year.
Huge.
And the lively plants and Asian themes persist into the backyard entertainment space. He cut trees in a bonsai-like formation, planted Japanese maples, filled the in-between areas with dichondras, and found potted seasonal colorful offerings. Of course, Kellie has hidden little figures around the area. There must be more, but I won't read any.
Whimsical yard art.
Oh, my God. There's too much more.
That's why when you said you wanted to read this,
I thought that
was
was
like,
all.
oh, my goodness.
Okay, well, there's enough. No, that is all, honey.
Oh, okay.
That is all. That's
Okay,
just the way it ended.
Well, that was good.
I thought that hadn't ended. That is the end.
That was good. That was a good article.
End. Now, that's another article.
They make what we've done sound so good.
Yeah. She's a good author like that.
Yeah. No, I like the way it was written.
So there we are. We're famous.
Yeah.
We're in Plano Magazine.
Plano Magazine.
PlanoMagazine.com if you want to read it. Now, real quick, have you ever seen one of those makeup hacks online? I just saw one where this lovely young woman, you know those toothpicks I carry around in my car? They have a pick on one end and a little piece of floss on the other. She used that thing to outline a cat eye. I'm not going to try that. But every now and then something comes across my social media feed that actually works, like Thrive Cosmetics. I saw the ads for their viral tubing mascara in that turquoise tube. I was hooked. Thrive is one of those brands that just gets it. Whether you're a mascara and go kind of girl or you're putting on a full glam face, Thrive is all you need. Now that Liquid Lash Extensions mascara, it's like adding false lashes without the high salon prices or that harmful glue. I got to be honestly where I couldn't use the false lashes anymore because my eyelids started reacting to the glue. It would get red and puffy and it itched really badly, so I stopped. But I love that look. Then when I started with Thrive's Liquid Lash Extensions mascara, my daughter actually looked at me and said, "Did you go back and get fake lashes?" And I hadn't. It was the mascara. And there's no flaking, no clumps. It comes off with water. And the longer you use it, the nourishing ingredients support longer, stronger, healthier lashes. And remember, every time you buy from Thrive Cosmetics, they give back to women battling cancer, women escaping domestic abuse, homelessness, real stuff. So you're not just buying makeup, you're helping do good in this world.
Try your new trusty favorites with an exclusive set for our listeners. New customers can get the Liquid Lash Extensions mascara and mini-sized Brilliant Eye Brightener at a special set price with free shipping. Available at thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich or save more with 20% off your first order at thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich for 20% off your first order.
I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years. And who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the 3 dayblinds.com/sandwich. I think everybody's had that moment where they say, I should start my own business. Now, maybe you've got an amazing hot sauce recipe, or you've gotten really great at making candles or jewelry, and all your friends keep telling you you should sell that stuff. Well, what's stopping you? If you've been sitting on a business idea, Shopify makes it easy to make it happen. Everything you need to start selling is included and ready from day one. When your first customer is ready to buy, Shopify Checkout helps more people actually complete the purchase. And when they come back, their information's already saved. So checkout is quick and easy. One tap and they're done. Shopify handles all the technical stuff too, the setup and checkout, so you can spend your time growing your business and doing what you actually love. It's no wonder Shopify powers millions of businesses around the world, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started like yours. With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business, so go make it one. Start your free trial at shopify.com/sandwich. That's shopify.com/sandwich. One more time, shopify.com/sandwich. Now that I've reached a certain age, I realize how much my sleep affects me and everybody around me. It affects my energy, my mood, my patience. And I've also learned that I don't need to waste a lot on fancy sleep gadgets, because one of the best things I've done is upgrade to Boll and Branch sheets. I noticed the difference from night one. They are incredibly soft, so breathable. It's because Boll and Branch's sheets are made with 100% organic cotton that's woven specifically for airflow. Now I don't wake up feeling hot with sheets sticking to my legs anymore. My sheets keep me cool and comfortable all night long. And they've actually gotten softer with every wash. They even did a survey of their customers. 94% of them said the same thing. I love my Boll and Branch sheets, and honestly, I can't imagine ever going back to any other bedding. Sleep cooler this summer with Boll and Branch during their annual summer event. For a limited time, get 20% off site-wide at bollandbranch.com/sandwich with code SANDWICH. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND, branch.com/sandwich. Code SANDWICH to take 20% off. bollandbranch.com/sandwich, code SANDWICH. Exclusions apply.
Love that.
All right, we're going to do some follow-ups.
Yeah, I just had a couple of follow-ups here. This first letter is from a couple of follow-up letters. This first letter is from, I don't think I should name the name on this one. This first letter is from Leah. Subject, Kelly, mommy makeover question.
All right.
Hello, Kellie and Allen. Kelly, I know you've talked about having your mommy makeover and looking back on it. Now, how might have you done things different with your breast augmentation? I've had 3 children and pumped with all of them during their first year. And let's just say it really took a lot out of the girls.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want bigger, but I would love to have them lifted.
Yeah.
I've never considered this type of surgery before, and I would love to hear what you liked about your surgery and maybe what you wish you would have done different. Love you both desperately, Leah.
Well, Leah, honestly, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I've got the boob guy, my guy. He's known for his boob work. So you can, what I've learned over the years is, what he taught me was the less breast tissue and the more implant, the more natural the look. which doesn't seem to make sense, but it's true. So more implant, less natural breast tissue equals a more natural look. I would highly recommend getting the lift. You have to be comfortable. They'll give you implants to like insert in your bra so you can see how it's going to look, if you're really going to like that look. And just know this, I wanted a full C, and my girlfriend had a full C. She went to the same doctor, and she had like 250 cc's. I got 250 cc's. She was a full C. I was a double DF. That's just the way my body, the pocket, everything accepted it. So I went back and had them reduced to what is now a full C. So that was my journey. But still, that's just the way it worked. But I love the lift. You have to go back again after many, many years. And the implants aren't forever. You have to replace them or take them out or whatever. So if I go back again, I'll probably go just a little bit smaller, only because I'm getting older, right? But if you're young, you get the size that makes you feel good about yourself. I prefer a natural. I like the fact that my boobs don't look fake. I don't think they do. Do they?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I would agree with you.
Yeah, so they're full C. Now, when I gain weight, my boobs get bigger. When I lose weight, my boobs, they go down a little bit.
Change your voice.
I don't need to do that. I'm answering a lady's question. She has a real question, and I'm answering it seriously.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you want a recommendation, I love Dr. Scott Harris, American Institute for Plastic Surgery, #, not an ad, but that's my boob guy.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not a boob doctor. I'm not a doctor, but Leah, I'll take a look.
Now that's where you should change your voice, because that was rude. That was rude and expected.
Why was that expected?
Because you make lewd jokes about whenever I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll take a look. I'm not a boob doctor, but I'll take a look. I mean, they make T-shirts like that at Myrtle Beach.
They make T-shirts like that at Sturgis,
Yeah.
too. I mean, worse, though.
Yeah.
I mean, way worse.
But you're my husband, and you're saying that in front of me.
Well, yeah, but you've come to expect it now. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a dad joke now, isn't it?
Well, I would hope my dad wouldn't make those jokes. But you're somebody's father.
This next letter is from Jason. Subject, no apology needed. Hey, Kellie and Allen.
Hey.
My wife and I just listened to your podcast, and you guys thought you were a month late reading our letter about giving my wife Brenna a shout out and wishing her a happy anniversary. I'm here to set the record straight, let you guys know, no apologies needed. Allen, you actually read the letter the first time. So you actually read my letter twice.
Oh, no.
Although it was nice to hear it again, you guys did great and read it the first time around. When you read it the first time around. When we heard it again, naturally, my wife said, we need to send in another letter to let you guys know, and hopefully you don't feel bad or guilty about thinking you missed the original letter.
But we forgot.
We love listening to you guys in the show. Big fans, yudge, as Alan would say. You guys are great. Thanks, Jason and Brenna. Jason,
I'm
Brenna.
sorry.
You know what? To say that this is a Mickey Mouse operation
What?
would be highly offensive to Mickey Mouse. So
I have to agree with that.
I don't typically delete emails. So
Maybe you should.
Sometimes I go back and I'm like, I don't think I read this one. So I'll print it.
Maybe you should star the
And
ones.
then I get mixed
Maybe you
up.
should star the ones after you read them, and that way you know not to read them again. Something. There has to be something you can do.
There are so few controls and processes for this podcast. You would be
Shocked.
horrified, mortified.
You would question why you listen.
You would question why you listen. You would question why you listen.
In fact,
you would
please
question,
tell us.
Yes.
Tell us why you listen.
Please.
At
Podcast at Kellie and Allen.
Podcasting KellieandAllen.com.
Please tell us.
Because we need a reason to keep doing this.
Come on.
Alan, I'm
Wow.
burning the candle at 17
Wow.
M's right now. I am exhausted.
Wow.
But you know what we are doing? Alan
That
kind
oughta-
of made me feel bad yesterday.
What?
So I do Mondays with Mama.
Oh, yeah.
And then Tuesday, Alan and I were invited to go out to this lovely establishment to sample. It's a new breakfast area, chain restaurant that's in town. Actually originated in California.
Broken Yolk
Broken
Cafe.
Yolk Cafe, and they serve adult beverages.
We have huevos.
We have huevos is their campaign slogan. Anyway,
I have huevos grande.
they said, we serve, alcohol treats. And we're like, yes, please. And so I was going to order my typical Bloody Maria, and Alan was going to go crazy and order a mimosa. Well, they recommended, we do flights. We do a flight of various Bloody Marys and a flight of mimosa flavors. And we were like, okay, we'll do that. So I had 4 mini Bloody Marys, which probably equaled 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly the
small.
ounces. They were small,
They're
but it would
really
equal,
big shooter glasses.
Yeah. So it was one was made with gin that I'd never had before. One was made with Clamato. Is that what it right? It was called a Caesar. The other was the Bloody Maria, which is my choice, spicy with a big slab of jalapeno in it, and then a classic with Bloody Mary with bacon. And you got the champagne. The champagne flight, mimosa flight with orange juice, pineapple juice, lemonade, and pomegranate juice.
Very good.
Very good.
And I'm not a big mimosa guy, but I thought they were pretty good.
But the food was excellent. We were not
so
even
good.
It was so good. We were we're not leaving anything on the table. We're boxing it up and bringing it home. It was amazing. And we were both so wiped out after drinking in the middle of the day. We came home and took 3-hour naps.
Yeah.
We were toast.
Very old person.
Very old person. But as we were walking into the restaurant, I said, it's nice spending Tuesdays together.
Mm-hmm.
And Alan reminded me, well, we used to.
Well, I didn't say it like that.
We used to spend Tuesdays
I didn't,
together.
I didn't say it like that.
Did I raise my voice?
Well, listener, if you could see Kelly right now, she
Working
was
my neck.
yeah, she was shaking her head
We
back and
used
forth.
to.
I didn't do that.
We used to.
I just said, well, we used to much more frequently go out to eat for lunch on Tuesday because Tuesday was our day.
And now
because
we don't do
have,
it anymore.
Because we didn't have anything else going on really we had stuff going on the other days during the week. So Tuesday was the day we would go
He
out
was
to eat
implying
lunch.
that I screwed up Tuesdays.
No, I didn't.
So anyway, I
didn't say
said,
that.
well, we can start spending Tuesdays together. That'd be really lovely. In fact, why don't we call it Mondays with Mama? We're going to call it Tuesdays Together.
Tuesdays together? Are we going to brand it and create an Instagram site now?
No, we're not going to do an Instagram site. We could hashtag it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, it would hold us accountable.
Yeah, we could.
We're going to force ourselves to be together and then take 3-hour naps on Tuesdays. That's the plan moving forward.
Yeah, the day drinking zaps me. I'm not going to lie. It just
hit me
zaps
so hard.
It zaps me so bad.
And we used to do it all the time after we got married.
Well, that's why this guy was about 25 pounds heavier.
That's true.
Because we did.
We did every day. We go out. We were just living large.
Oh.
We were in love and hanging out
just-
and patio drinking.
There wasn't a patio around here that didn't have our name on it. They saw us roll in.
I'm surprised they didn't name menu items after us.
Oh, they saw these 2 heavy hitters roll in.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the new thing.
Yeah.
If anybody'd like to join us on this journey, Mondays with Mama and Tuesdays together. And then I have to come up with something for the rest of the week.
Speaking of joining us together, one thing you just mentioned, you were doing something the other night, and me and Bad Influence Jeff went to dinner. I forgot, what were you doing? You had to go do something. You had a concert or something? I can't remember.
Well, I went to Emma Kelly's roommate from.
Oh, yeah. You were out with a friend.
Yeah, Emma Kelly's roommate for University of Arkansas came to town with her mom.
That's
because
right.
they were going to a senior graduation concert, and I took the mom out so we could get to know each other.
That's right. So that night, me and Jeff went out. So we hadn't gone out in a long time. So we were just catching up on life, and he was asking me what's been going on. I was telling him, all the stuff you'd been doing for Emma Kelly's graduation and just all the running around you've been doing. And he was asking, well, what do you guys do in the summer? And I said, well, Kelly and Emma Kelly are going on a trip, and they're going to be gone
It's a mother-daughter graduation trip.
like 10 or 12 days or something. I don't know, a long time. And he said, well, we should do a little, maybe do a little guys trip. And I'm like, all right, well, what does that mean? He said, let me check on the rooms at this place. He stays in Playa.
Mm.
Let's go to Mexico.
All right.
So then we got to brainstorming, and we're
Two
like,
bros in Mexico.
oh, then we're like, why don't we just like float this out to the pod? Say, you know what, pod? We may be in Mexico on these dates at this place and see if we can get, a little group. Now, this isn't set in stone yet. Don't start like booking your flights, but this was the idea that's been floated out. I just want to see if there's any traction on this idea.
Let them message you about it because I won't be there.
If you're interested in going to Mexico.
Now, is this going to be just guys?
With me and Bad Influence Jeff, email us at podcast@kellyandallen.com.
Right
now,
guys?
it's just me and Jeff.
But I mean, are you asking for couples?
It could be couples.
You don't just do a bunch of sweaty guys?
Preferably a lot of girls, but I mean, girls and their guy friends.
Why? Why do you want to be around preferably girls?
No, it can. We don't care.
But you just said you preferred that.
No, it could be anybody.
You literally said that.
Well, I was joking. Can you not tell I'm joking?
No,
Oh,
it
okay.
sounded very, very serious.
Well, it could be anybody. It could be guys. It's fine.
Oh, you're okay. All right.
No, we haven't talked about that. He just said, well, what do you think? I said, what do you think about if I threw this out on the podcast, seeing if we could get a little group together, like when we have done our previous trips? And he goes, I don't care. That's fine with me.
But would it be like you're going to do packages or just like, this is where we're going?
I don't
figure
think
it out.
I don't think it would be packages because this place he stays, it's little. It's a very small place. It's really cheap.
Oh, you're going to hate
Real
that.
cheap.
You're going to hate it.
He swears by this place.
I want to look it up online, find out the name.
He swears. In fact,
I'm glad y'all are going without me.
4 nights at this place, 1 night at the Valentin.
Oh, hell no. I ain't staying there.
He swears by
Well, let me know. You might say, Kelly, Jeff found the gym in Mexico.
Jeff is pretty good about deal shopping. I will say that.
All right.
I mean, dude spends a lot of money, but he does try to stretch his dollar.
All right. Well, let me know and let everybody else let us know if you want to go hang out with Jeff and Allen.
Why do you
in
make that? Why do you
Mexico.
make that sound like it would be so horrible?
I didn't.
Just
Why
the
are
way,
you reading
just
that?
The
You
way
are just totally reading stuff into my delivery.
kind of like when we were walking to lunch and you started shaking your head. Like,
Well, that's what you said. We used to go to lunch we used to date on Tuesdays.
so
Anyway.
yeah. So anyway, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. It's just an idea right now. I'm just planting the seed.
Well, it's not going to cost you anything. You just have to tell everybody where you're
It's not
going.
going to cost me anything.
Well, I mean, it's not like you just have to tell everybody where you're going. It's not like you have to put together packages or anything.
Yeah, well, I have to decide first of all if I'm going. That would
Oh,
that would be step
well, that's
number
important. So you're going to wait and see how many people want to go before you tell Jeff?
Yeah, maybe.
Because once you get a bunch of people wanting to go, you're kind of obligated.
No, I'm only obligated until they've booked at that place or somewhere close.
All right.
Right?
Well, we'll see what happens. There you go, people. That might be your next podcast family vacation minus me.
He said his bit though is very unlike our bit.
What is his bit?
His bit is do a lot of walking around playa, a lot of bar, like Al's
he likes
bit,
to go
like
to the
Al's
city.
bit.
He likes to go
Right.
to the strip in Playa.
He was talking about this place he and Al went when they were down there together or whatever. So he was telling me about that. I mean, it sounded okay. It sounded like just a lot more kind of like bar hopping, walking. I tend to like to just sit
Yeah.
on my big fat ass.
Well, you probably do that during the day, and then
Yeah.
at night you probably go out. Yeah.
So I don't know.
We'll see. Something to look forward to.
Just an idea. It's nothing set in stone. Just an idea.
All right.
Just an idea.
Well, podcast at kellyandallen.com, whatever you need to address with us on the podcast, whether you want to go on vacation, whether you have a request or something you'd like us to discuss or something you hope you never hear again, podcast at kellyandallen.com.
Got anything else? Kelly's
No,
given
I'm really
me.
good.
Kelly's given me the Robert Ehrman
yeah, 'cause I'm exhausted.
finger circling in the air
Yeah.
sign.
I'm exhausted.
I had 2 interesting facts, but we can save those for next time.
No,
we can save
knock
those for
them
next
out,
time.
honey.
No,
Don't make the people wait.
Well, it's a tease. We'll do
Okay.
interesting stuff next time.
Okay,
it's
we can
just
do.
interesting
I'll bring
stuff.
interesting stuff too.
It's interesting stuff. I think this is fascinating, but
Okay.
we will talk about this next
That'd be
time.
great.
We don't have to do it now because once I see the finger
I'm done.
circle in the
I'm
air,
exhausted.
that to me, that tells me you're not going to listen to what I have to say anyway.
I will listen. I've been listening to every word you have to say.
Okay.
Why are you being so passive aggressive with me?
I'm not.
I'm just exhausted.
Oh.
I've had a long and emotionally draining day.
Sorry, babe. Sorry. Okay. Well, we'll wrap it up then.
Okay.
Wrap it up. I don't want to gyp the listener.
I have listened to every word that's come out of your mouth.
Okay. What just came out of my mouth?
Okay. I don't want to gyp the listener.
All right, babe. You got anything else?
No.
Okay. You sure you don't want to go through interesting stuff?
Please do.
I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately.
I love y'all.
I love Jason and Brenna desperately. Thank you for putting up with this buffoonery and my bad memory and now reading your letter 3 or 4 times.
Well, it's
I
a
can't-
different letter, but it's still the third one from them.
Yeah, I can't keep track. But I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good. Have a good sandwich.